Managing renovation is always hard. There are just so many things could go wrong if you didn't have a detailed plan. Like it could delay for weeks if you didn't order certain materials. You could get a fine or even stop order if your neighbor complained. Your tools material could be stolen from job site, like we've all seen from TV shows. The pipe may burst, flood your basement, and ruin the drywall you just finished. There are just so many uncertainty, and it's just daunting. So how to manage a renovation effectively to avoid or mitigate those potential issues? I'm not here to tell you what to do, what not to do, and how to do it. There's just no right way or wrong way to do a project. You can hire a project manager, manage your project if your budget is allowed. Or you can manage by yourself, acting as general contractor, hiring subcontractor work for you. Regardless how you want to do it, here are 6 things or tips that I've learned along the way that may help you to get a head start. Number 1, get familiar with your neighbors and be friendly with them. The first thing you want to do is to know your neighbors. As soon as you get the key, go talk to them, especially your immediate neighbors, because it's gonna be a few weeks, even few months of work. The noise, the dust, the smell, the dumpster may block their driveway, the delivery trucks in and out every day. You're gonna make them uncomfortable and inconvenienced, especially nowadays. People work at home. They're gonna hear you bing bing bang all day long. If they get agitated or angry and file complaint to DOB, you're done. You're gonna get a fine, stop order, or get inspected. Whatever it is, it's not gonna be pleasant. You don't want any of those happen. So first thing first, as a courtesy to neighbors, before you start doing any work, go knock on their doors, introduce yourself, and let them know you are the new owner next door and will start doing renovation soon. Apologize in advance for those noises, inconvenience that may cause them. But let them know you're not gonna do any work early in the morning, late night, and weekend. So they can call you anytime if there's anything. Just be friendly with them. I normally give them my phone number and chit chat with them every time I see them. At last project, I helped my neighbor threw her old piano in my dumpster. For this project, I let my neighbor use my parking spot whenever he needs it. So whatever you gotta do, just be friendly with them. You're gonna save a lot of trouble. Number 2, set up security cameras. We've all seen or heard that construction site got broken in, tools and materials got stolen. People show up next day, everything's gone. Yeah, that do happen because the house is vacant and no one lives there for the next few months or even longer. So if you have a security camera at the front door, that people would think twice if they wanted to do something. So we always set up security cameras surrounding the house as soon as we close the property. We use Google Nest. It costs a little bit more than Ring, but it's much better and easy to use in terms of features. Number 3, pick design and stick to it. If you're like me, passionate for interior design, love to watch HGTV, you probably want to apply many designs into your flips. There are just so many beautiful and trendy designs today. Farmhouse, coastal, industrial, unpolished brass, you name it. So how to decide which one is the one? The most important rule you must remember and remind yourself all the time is the house is not yours. You're gonna sell to somebody else. So your preference don't matter. What buyer wants is what you're gonna build and design. So go with the most popular design. If white and gray shaker cabinet are most popular ones, just go with it. It will sell quicker. So once you pick a design, stick to it. If you want to change some finishing material halfway through the construction, they may need to open up the wall to rewire the cable or relocate the pipe. Because every product has different spec, the double work may costly and delay the project. So just apply different design to the next project. Don't make any changes in this current project if the wall is all closed up. Number 4, and the hardest one, create a detailed scope of work. Most experienced investors will tell you this. You need to create a detailed scope of work for every project, as specific as possible. Spell out everything with your contractors before let them doing anything. Yes, it's true. It's very important to have your contractors follow your scope of work so everyone would be in the same page every step of the way. But here's the problem. If you are a beginner and never had experience of construction, it's hard to figure out how to begin, where to start, and what's the sequence of construction. So let's start with what's the scope of work. Scope of work is everything you want to be done and how it should be done of the property. It's like a massive to-do list. It can be a spreadsheet and have detailed work and material on each room. This requires you to know the cost and the quantity for each and every material, which I thought is quite sophisticated for a beginner. Or you can have an itemized list on a Word document, which I prefer. That's just my opinion. So here's an example of itemized list of a scope of work. It starts from exterior. This is no demolition for this one, just skimp coat and repair. Then is interior. We start from demolition. You're gonna list out all the items you want to be removed, including old fixtures, old appliances. For general work, list out all the things you want to be done, and session by session, as detailed as possible. And make a payment schedule, and also list out who's gonna buy what material, and let the contractor sign on each page. Now let's look at construction sequence. There are 5 main stages. You can set up your payment schedule based on those 5 stages as well. Demo and cleanup, framing, electrical and plumbing, installation and sheetrock, finishing, and inspect each stage before you make a payment. And here are some things to keep in mind. You can make some changes and adjustment after demo and before sheetrock. You need to order in advance anything that requires electrical and plumbing work before the wall is closed up, like all the vanities, lights, and appliances. Number 5, find a good contractors. There is no doubt this is the most important part in this process. A good contractor can make your life so much easier. I have another video talk about how and where to find a good contractors and how to interview and select them. You can check it out, and I won't repeat in this video. Number 6, Punchless and the final payment. This actually happens towards to the end of the construction, but you need to plan ahead. You need to inform your contractor. There is a punch list they need to complete before receiving the last payment. No matter how good your contractor has been throughout the entire project, there will be little small thing here and there that overlooked. You need to have a final walkthrough and create a punch list, let the contractor complete. You can use blue tape to mark those areas and communicate with your contractors. Let them know how you want those areas to be corrected and how long it will take. It should be quick. Normally, punch list is all about small things. All the major things should have been corrected in one of those 5 stages. Also, the final payment should be a big chunk of money. It should be worthwhile for a contractor to focus on those details and finish punch list. When they're done, you should have a final walkthrough, final inspection. Once you're ready to pay them the final payment, you need let them to sign the unconditional waiver. As I mentioned in the other video, how to find a good contractor, you may check it out to see what else document you need let them to sign. I hope those tips are useful. I'll see you next video.